It's been 30 years since Mario's career took off, and as you all know, Mario has experienced many different genres of gaming. But today, we'll be looking at what Mario started off as. Of course, what I mean is a 2D platforming series, which is why we'll be ranking all 2D Mario games, minusing spin-offs. Starting off our list is the original Super Mario Bros. Okay, now this one is easy. Of course, the game that started it all. Well, the game that made Mario the king of gaming. Of course, this established the gameplay of a 2D platformer and how it should play, and did something different, something that was never seen before with this type of genre. Of course, 35 years, this still holds up as one of the most important games of all time. Of course, happy 35 years. Okay, now on to Super Mario Bros. 2, which is one of the most odd one outs when it comes to the Mario games. As you all know, this game is a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. Of course, the original Super Mario Bros. 2 was too hard for North American gamers, so they had to reskin another game but put the Mario skin on it. Now, this game is really not bad and is pretty serviceable. Not as good as the one that came before it, and it's quite a departure. And that's the main reason why it wasn't in Mario Maker, but it's still a pretty good game. And I'm glad that we didn't get the original Super Mario Bros. 2, which would have put a lot of people off, to be honest. Yep. And as I said before, here is the original Super Mario Bros. 2. I was hoping to do them in order, but I accidentally did this one wrong. Not only is the difficulty a major problem in this game, but it's just New Super Mario Bros. 1, but with, I don't know, different tiles, and that's pretty much it. I'll be off for a bit. Okay, right, now that I'm finally back, let's take a look at the first handheld Mario platformer, Super Mario Land. This is honestly not a bad try. Of course, the first game in the series not to be made by Miyamoto. Super Mario Land does have its problems. For example, Mario controls a bit off, but it's a pretty good launch title for the Game Boy, and proved that the style of Super Mario Bros. Could work outside the NES. This was also the first game to introduce Daisy and a different villain. One that we've never seen ever again. And now I'm not referring to War either. And now we have what's definitely the best in the Super Mario Bros. Trilogy. Of course, what has been said about Super Mario Bros. 3 that hasn't already been said? Because this took everything people loved about Super Mario Bros. 1 and just polished it all and made something better out of it. Of course, a great soundtrack, hub worlds, more power-ups, and this game is just good. I can literally picture you all celebrating like how Sans went in Smash Brothers. Except 30 years ago. The SNES, being a much more powerful console, meant everything done on the NES could be made much more better. Super Mario World was a quintessential launch title for the Super Nintendo. Of course, a great soundtrack, the introduction of Yoshi, and better gameplay, as well as new power-ups. This game is just honestly amazing, even today's standards.
And of course, this one is simpler. The next Mario platformer after the success that was Super Mario World.
Now, I, along with many others, preferred this one over the original. Mostly because instead of just simply 12 levels, there's an even number of worlds to explore in this game. Mario controls more like Mario, which is a good thing. And now, what makes this game stand out is that this was the first game to introduce Wario. Yeah, Wario actually debuted in Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. We've also got a new item that is the Feather Cape, which is basically just, the Tanuki, but more, broken. That's one way you can put it. My first ever Mario game. The first Mario platformer in 14 years. But this game returned Mario to its roots, and despite it being more easier, it is, of course, one of my favourite Mario games of all time. Maybe it's called nostalgia blocking my memory, but this game will always have a special place in my heart, and it's one of the best DS. Of course, New Super Mario Bros. Wii is definitely an improvement from the DS version. Of course, with the best multiplayer, better gameplay, and of course, everything is just better about this one. Of course, unfortunately, this was the start of all the worlds being rethemed, making it feel like the same game over and over again. And of course, this is before new soup was being milked. And that's all I really have to say about New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Of course, it's just alright. Now, this one is just honestly not that special. New Super Mario Bros. 2 is just alright. For some reason, coins are being a big advertisement, despite not being that much of a big deal, other than to get more lives, make this game more easier than it should be. And at least there's multiplayer on the handheld. That's really all there is to it. I shouldn't be saying anything more because it's just generic. Now, I've only played this game at a friend's house, but I've heard that this one, there's really not much to it. Because New Super Mario Bros. U was just more or less New Super Mario Bros. Wii, except with a bunch of different features like the Baby Yoshis. Look, that is a step up, but still, I've only played this at a friend's house, but this one is just honestly. Alright guys, time we get off the Switch and go on our iPhones for a change. I honestly don't have much problems with this game. Like, it's really just, I don't know, a normal, suitable Mario mobile game. But of course, now, my biggest problem with this game is that, despite being a short game, you have to pay £10 to play, which really puts some people, including die-hard fans, off. Mario is an amazing franchise, and for 35 years onwards, I'm glad to say that will not be going anytime soon, with many more games. Like, share, subscribe.